Hey everybody, it's Steve with Sky 194, and I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to stop in and visit and check out my video. And we are back here at Kyalami in Low Fuel Motorsports, and this is actually the second race in the Porsche, or third. I've lost count. Um, Not kind of struggling a little bit. I actually have worked and worked and worked trying to find some pace. I think it's just me. The car feels really good, but it's just everybody's so fast. For instance, the other race I did the other night, actually raced with Miguel. He was in a Porsche also, and he qualified up near the front and finished really good. I think he finished fourth or something. And of course, I had some problems qualifying, and I was starting near the rear, and it was just got wrecked, and it was just one thing led to another. But I didn't have good pace anyway. So I actually worked on a setup after that some more, and that's when I did this race. But yeah, Ortez was in there also, and I'm not sure where he finished. I think he had a issue also, but still came back and finished okay. But again, I mean, a few guys, but yeah, good shout out to Miguel. He's doing really good, and just fantastic pace. He's flying in the Porsche. I mean, he's race pace. He's running low to mid 41s, so that's really super fast in my book for race pace. So like again, that's what I was trying to get, at least solid in the 41 somewhere. But it just seems like I'm struggling to get to that point, and the car feels really good. So I guess it's just me. It's just the driver. So because I'm really not really sure, to everything I've tried, it doesn't really gain anymore with me in the car anyway. So we're gonna go do a few highlights, probably show a few laps. And then, of course, we'll go over the setup. So, of course, this will be a little longer than normal, but it's better than watching the whole race. But we'll probably watch, 4 or 5 laps near the end here. Just want to point a few things out. Of course, you can see on the pole, let me see, right there. I don't know, defying, I guess you want to call it. I don't know. He's on the pole, super fast. Another super fast Porsche. But again, I didn't qualify that good, and I tried a few different new things in qualifying, and it just went the wrong way, so I went back the other way with some springs and balance of the car, and the car did better actually in the race and qualifying. So I actually went faster in the race. So, but we're going to go over the start here. And again, starting is like 30 cars. You can see it's 30-car field, so it means full field. And I knew it was going to be a crazy start, and I was just trying to get, through and not get into a wreck. I mean, that's the main thing. Of course, you got guys diving on in and stuff like that, and I was going to guard my inside, and I just said, heck with it. So I just, I'm 3 wide, I'm in the middle there. You see, look at all these cars. I mean, I'm trying to just dodge everybody, and then bam. I mean, we'll go over that again. You can see, basically, looked like they had problems up there in the front. And got tangled up, and then everybody stopping. Of course, Aston Martin had nowhere to go. I mean, I had nowhere to go. Aston Martin's right in front, and not his fault though. I mean, he's just across the track, but I mean, it's really nothing. He got taken out. So basically, from there, so here I am wrecked. You see the carnage. You got cars all over the place. So I'm going through my damage control, seeing what I got. Of course, you can see I'm down. Now I'm pretty much near last. So I figured, well, what am I do? I mean, I've looked at it, and I had around 14 or more seconds of damage. So I just said, well, I'm already way back here anyway, so let's just, car's not going to handle for beans now, so I might as well just go in and get it fixed and see what, you know, mainly just a test session, see what the car can do over a length of time. So basically I decided, well, I'm just going to go ahead and go in and pit and get everything fixed, start fresh, and, you know, wherever I finish is whatever I finish. So I decided to do that. Because I really didn't sure what, you know, I changed things, like I said, before the race, so I'm not really sure how it's going to react, you know, if it's going to improve, if it's going to get worse. So I just, you know, a lot of unanswered questions. You're not going to find anything out with a damaged car. So I figured, well, I'll go in here and get it all fixed. So went in there, and then basically when I came out, skip up ahead. There we go. All nice and shiny again. Now, the leader is, you can see him, well, you can't see him now, but he's back up the road about 6 seconds, I think, or so. Time we got, you can actually hear him back there. You can't see him back there yet, but he's back there about 5 or 6 seconds. So that was when I first came out. So now we're going to jump all the way near the end. You can hear him actually back there coming around. So now we are going to go basically to where we're already to lap, basically to lap 10. So you see he's caught up to me, and he's back there a couple seconds away now. You see my fast is a 142.2. His fast is a second faster. He's run a 141.2. Again, just flying. And, you know, he's running, you know, consistent mid 41s. Like I said, the car feels really good, handles the bumps good, puts the power down good. I mean, it does really everything. It's just, I guess it's just me not getting everything out of it. I'm up to back up to 25th. And then, you know, he's getting closer, so I'm just going to move over as soon as I get to the straight, because I'm just going to let him go by, since, you know, he's a leader. So let him go on by. Second place is still way back up there. So, you know, but again, want to show some, you know, courtesy, not to hold him up at all. Jump in the car. Speed is awesome down this front straightaway. I mean, really good speed, 147 every lap. That's really good for the Porsche. I mean, that's only like a mile an hour or so slower than the Huracan. That's, for the Porsche, that's really, really good. And actually, I looked at his laps, and he was doing 146 down the straightaway. So I'm actually doing a mile an hour more than the leader is, but look what his times are. So again, that's why I say, you know, speed down the straightaway doesn't really mean a whole lot. It's really how you're handling all the total package. I mean, you know, he's obviously a lot quicker. So even though he's a mile an hour slower down the straightaway. But I mean, the car's handling really well, and it's not like I have no, you know, I got a decent amount of wing in it. It's not maxed out, but I mean, it's not far from it. So I don't really, I don't know. Like I said, I still think it's his driver. I guess it's just not, a lot of fast guys out there. really happy with the car. I mean, feels really, really good. That was a 142.17, so that was my new fast lap right there. Here we're getting near the end of the race, so you know, I'm really happy with that because it's not like it's the car's actually getting quicker, not getting slower. With the leader, he had a couple of little close calls, so you'll see here. A little lock up there, you got to watch that because it'll make you run wide. There's my fast lap of the race, a 142.07. And I mean, here it is, you know, there's only a couple laps left. So, I mean, again, really happy with that. Of course, he's still running, let's see what he's running. He's still running like mid to high 41s or something. Yeah, his last lap was a 141.65. So again, I mean that's flying at this, you know, near the end of the race. And Miguel, he was about on the same pace. I mean, when I raced Miguel the other night, he was in the Porsche. He was in the, you know, I was in the same race. He was about running around at the same pace. Right around mid 41s, all that, really, just really fast. Just a teeny bit of lockup again. There's nothing bad though. At least no, you wouldn't want any worse than that. And see, he went off right here. See how he went? He hit the bump. He almost wrecked it, came back on, but I mean, I was on the brakes and let him come back because I didn't want to, you know, I'm not in a race, I'm in laps, so I just, you know, I hit the brakes early to let him come back, and I didn't want to try to think I was going to shove it in there or anything. No sense. That's why my lap time was way off here. It was like a 143 something, but that's because I, you know, I basically got completely out of it. Yeah, he had a couple close ones. That was really close there. He could have threw all the way there. He had another one earlier in the race when he, I forget where it was. He had another little mishap. But good saving. He saved him. But anyway, that's where I'll end it there. And of course, as far as showing the highlights. And basically, we got, you know, I finished in 23rd, so you know, roughly where I started. I kind of got in there too deep, but at least I saved it there. But then we'll go over to setup, and I'll go ahead and, you know, put the link, you know, of the setup in the description, and, you know, you guys can try it and see if you like it. And again, you know, it's a good driver setup, for driver friendly, and, you know, maybe somebody out there can go quicker than me and you know, get a little more time out of it. So we'll go ahead and go over to setup and show you that. Alrighty, and back here at the track, and again, just a gorgeous track. Kyalami, so pretty through here. One of the nicest tracks, and also such a great job by Kunos ACC. Again, just another one of their, to me, one of the best tracks as far as fun and just the scenery and just everything. The whole thing is just gorgeous. So let's go over to setup. So we got 25.8 left front, or both front tires, 26.4 left rear, and 26.1 right rear. The toe is 0.06 with the camber at -3.8 and the caster at 9.4. The toe on the rear is -0.12 with the camber at -3. I've tried a lot of different settings through here, and this so far it just seems about the best. Electronics are 3, 4, and 3. Of course, fuel I had I think 48 liters in the race. About 50 is what I was doing it with. Plus, I did 80 to also checked it with 80 also when I was tuning on the setup earlier in practice. 4 on the anti-roll bar, 50 on the brake bias, which you can go down to 49. Steering's all the way down. The springs in the front are 127,000 with a bump stop rate of 600 and a bump stop range of 5. And the springs in the rear are 187,000 with a bump stop rate of 500 and a bump stop range of 20. Anti-roll bar is 5 on the rear, and the preload is 80. Here, you could maybe try to go down one here and one here, so it's 3 and 4, just to give the car a little bit more, so it kind of moves a little bit more. You could maybe try that. Wish we can do that. Just leave it at that. Or you can also change the springs and maybe go down one more click to get more front end bite. Something you could try also. I know one thing, you don't want to go stiffer, because I went stiffer in qualifying and it didn't work. So basically, going stiffer, it doesn't get in performance at all. If anything, you go slower. So that is definitely a no-no. So basically, this is decent, but you can maybe go one more click down. But again, just keep in mind with the anti-roll bars, you can go one more click up or leave it at this so you can get the car to basically rotate through some of these corners, and kind of just go with the bump and go over the humps and the bumps. It'll kind of follow the humps and the bumps instead of upsetting the car. Shocks on the front are 8162, and on the rear they're 3173. Aero got 53 in the front all the way down with a 5 splitter. The rear ride height is 70 and the rear wing is 10 and a 4 and a 4 and the brake ducts, and the front aero variation is a 2.5 to the positive. Here, basically, in the race when I was with Miguel and Ortez and all them, I had it at 72 and I had it at this with the wing maxed. And that was just because I was having issues, and I didn't really, just went with a safe bet, something I knew that the car would at least not wreck. So I just basically did that. But yeah, the pace was, it was not there for sure. So basically, and my mile an hour was down a little bit also. But again, I've proven that that's not everything anyway. But I mean, really, I've gotten the car to drive really good off that last corner, and basically I'm getting good speed, even though I got a 10 rear wing. I mean, 147, like I said, that's right there. I mean, it's not that far off, and usually the Porsche is always 3 to 5 miles an hour off of anything else I'm driving. So, and here the Huracan, I was in the 141s, mid 41s, 41.5s, and stuff like that, and I was only running like 148. So, it's only, like I said, a mile an hour, maybe a little more. That's not that much. So, it's not the down the straightaway, that's for sure. And look at the other guy. He was running lower 41s, and he was not even running as fast. So, again, it's not that. It's probably, like I said, it's me or something in the setup that I'm missing. but it's still driver friendly. It's still a good base setup, something that you can go off of from there, and maybe maybe something that, like I said, the things that I suggested, maybe that would work. Again, you can go down to 49 or 48 in the brake bias, no problem. It's there, and again, I think it's a good solid setup for consistency. But of course, pace wise, it's maybe a combination between the car and definitely me. So again, I hope it works good for you, and I sure hope you give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And of course, like I said, I'll leave a link to the setup in the description. And again, any comment or feedback is great because I love talking to all my sim racing friends, and anything you would like to see. And of course, the CP server, as of this video, I don't know if it's working or not, but it's been down for 3 days or so. So again, I don't think there'll be might come back up during the week, but as far as over the weekend, it's not. I won't be have any races in the on the competition server, unfortunately. A bummer, but for some reason it's had an issue and they haven't got it fixed. So again, I sure hope you come back and visit again really soon. Y'all take care. See ya.